If you have a baby at home, you'll want to hear this. The American Academy of Pediatrics released new recommendations today to reduce the risk of sudden infant death syndrome, or SIDS. The study says that your baby is best protected when he or she has all required vaccinations, if the baby is breastfed, and uses a pacifier at naps and at bedtime. And it's long been advised, and experts are stressing once again, to not put any bumpers or extra bedding in your baby's crib.
The baby should be the only thing in the crib except for the mattress and a tightly fitting sheet.
Pediatricians say the most important advice is to still put your baby on his or her back to sleep. The number of SIDS cases and suffocation deaths fell dramatically after the Back to Sleep campaign was introduced in the early 90s.
Belen Amat-Martinez is a pediatrician with St. Mary's. Doctor, thanks for coming in tonight. We appreciate your insight on this. The American Academy of Pediatrics is meeting right now. They're again reiterating some information that a lot of parents already know about getting vaccinations, putting the baby on its back. Breastfeeding is a big one. Why do these recommendations, I guess, keep coming back? Why do they resurface time and time again?
Well, I think education is very important. We keep trying to educate parents and caregivers on these recommendations, and I think it's very important to also say it in the media. This is not new. We knew from 1992 that back to sleep was a new recommendation. In 10 years, we decreased the incidence of SIDS by this recommendation for 50%. So trying to emphasize this to parents, I think also cultural and familial circumstances sometimes don't let us do this. We also recommend against co-sleeping. So it's okay to have the baby sleeping in the same bedroom, but not in the bed with the parents. Breastfeeding, as you said, is also very important. Babies that are breastfed are usually more awake and easily arousable, so there is a decrease in the incidence of SIDS in babies that are breastfed.
Now, breastfeeding, huge. And the Academy, again, is saying that there needs to be more education out there. And we were talking earlier, it's not necessarily education between the physician and the parent, but maybe the baby, caregivers that the parent may be utilizing with that child throughout the day, daycares, schools, whatnot. That's where the education needs to be.
Yes, because we teach the parents when they're in the newborn nursery, when they go home at the 2-day visit, at the 15-day visit, at 2-month, 4-month, 6-month. But a lot of times the parents are working, or they're not the primary caregiver at home. The grandparents might be the caregiver, daycare, foster parents. So I think we need to extend this education to whoever is putting the babies to sleep.
It's definitely one of those areas of child care that can be improved upon by taking some very simple steps. Do you sense any, I guess, frustration among the medical community that while the incidences are down, they're still occurring?
Yeah, I think that it's frustrating also that we don't know exactly what's behind SIDS. We have some recommendations that decrease the incidence of SIDS, but we don't have an absolute certain cause behind it, and I think that's frustrating for us as it is frustrating for parents that lose a child to SIDS.
It's a tragedy, absolutely. Belen Amat-Martinez with St. Mary's, thanks for coming in tonight. We appreciate it.
Thank you for inviting me.